Who else remembers how fun it was to have an earthquake drill at school? You'd be in elementary school and you would have a planned earthquake drill. You get to go outside, class was paused for a while, then you'd get a free recess and snack break, get to see all your friends. And to us, it was just a fun outing and a pause from school. But now imagine it's a reality and you don't know how to survive and you don't know what to do. So today I am going to talk to you guys about the dangers of earthquakes and how common they really are. Due to the significant amount of earthquakes on our planet, it is something that is very vital to talk about in our society today. For you to fully grasp and understand the idea of an earthquake today, I'm going to explain it to you. So earthquakes are inevitable. As we know, they are made of tectonic plates that are underneath Earth's crust that shift and move uncontrollably and unpredictably. And when one slips over the edge on top of each other, it causes a rift that causes an earthquake up to the surface of the Earth, as we know as an earthquake, as I just said before. It then starts to move the surface of the Earth, sending waves in movement to everything in its path without being able to stop it. According to the University of Utah, a study was done by the Environmental Science Department that shows a long list of records that continue a pattern of consistency earthquakes over the fault lines that spread along the entire world. It is becoming more frequently studied that earthquakes are becoming a more habitable pattern and it being able to predict more and more every day. There's approximately 35 earthquakes a day on Earth, with a record-breaking 14,000 earthquakes approximately every single year. Without the early record of earthquakes being tracked back into the olden days, we would have no idea about this information. Therefore, it is so important that we have this information from the past so that we are able to be prepared every day if an earthquake does hit us. One way that is possible for you to survive an earthquake is to go under a surrounding environment that is protected and safe. Something like a structural beam that you would stand next to so that it is sturdy and not able to collapse on top of you. As they would teach us in school, you would go and do the triangle method, which is like this. So anything that would hit right on top of your desk would go around you, quote unquote. So as you guys know, they would say earthquake's happening, you would get under your desk, cover your neck so that nothing can fall on top of you and break your neck so that you're unable to move or get out of position. So as you know, it is a very vital thing that we were taught growing up. So they would always call it the drop and roll and cover. These positions have been studied again and again over time and proven to be safe and prevent further incidents and injuries amongst people. As you know, some earthquakes are inevitable to survive or a lower probability of surviving. Any earthquake that is above a 7 point, you have a 10% chance of surviving if you were inside a structure that was not built a certain way. As everyone knows, here in California, all of our buildings are structured with beams at the bottom and rollerblades that can roll and move with the wave of the crest of the earth, therefore allowing that to take more of the power and pressure that is coming from the tectonic plates when they shift. And as I said before, sorry for my pausing, earthquakes are inevitable and there is nothing we can do about them, and all we can do is be prepared and know what to do in each situation, and that is to cover and make sure you're okay. There was a study done by National Geographic that on average an earthquake affects around 10,000 people in a radius of wherever you are located. Therefore, that is about roughly the size of a Notre Dame football game and their audience. That was the comparison that the study was done by Utah and how they compared to fully understand the amount of people that would be affected. And anyone who is in California knows that there are fault lines all over, and most residents are in 30 miles of a fault line, allowing you to feel an earthquake. So, just as I wanted to say today, thank you guys for listening and understanding the dangers of earthquakes and how to prevent yourself from being injured by them.